So what you're invited to do is to think of this as an extended meditation with inspirational readings along the way, with beautiful songs to deepen that spiritual experience that comes forth. All right, it's an ancient practice that's been going on for quite some time, and we have revised it here. We've brought it back, and it's part of who and what we are and what we do. So before we begin all that, you know that what we are also a part of is our affirmations. And how perfect that I pulled an affirmation from Dee, who's not here today, but now she gets to be here today. She says, I now persist in thinking loving thoughts and speaking loving words as I allow the love of God to unfold through me, as me, is me. And so it is. That so is a part of what this is all about. Allowing the love of God to unfold through you, as you, knowing that it is you. That's part of who we are as a community. We're not going to say it out loud today, but I want you to just focus on the words of our vision and mission statement for just a moment, and let the words just kind of dive into who and what we are and what we're all about. That first line and those three that follow it up. The joy that we experience being here as we experience the pathways to God through those powerful words. And what we do inside and outside the community with our compassion and how we share who we are with the world. That's CSL Simi Valley. That's you. That's our life. And this is your Taize service. I'll begin with a quick treatment. Couple of thoughts before the treatment. The other big thing we're doing today is the peace pole dedication. Remember we had the peace pole, then the landlord decided to do a different kind of landscaping, long-term grass, but didn't support our long-term peace pole. So we have a new peace pole. We're going to dedicate that right after the service, and you'll follow the choir, the Pied Piper choir, outside when we do that after the service, okay? The other thing, as a part of this service, because it's all contemplative, we're not going to do a standard collection like we would normally do, but we do have like in the Sangha, they have a Dana bowl, so we have just outside, we have a little basket there, and if you feel so inclined as to have a contribution you'd like to share with the service today, you can just put it right outside on the way out. Yes, Jennifer?
I don't know, do we clap after songs and things?
No, we're not gonna clap after songs. We're going to hold that space. If the energy of an applause comes out of you, then just jazz hands it. Just let it be. Just, but it's not. We're not clapping through that.
It's not a performance.
It's not a performance. But you will feel that sensation because the choir is fantastic and the singers and the readings are going to be really deep. But when you hear something that's like that, take that energy, and that's what you use that to dive in. Kind of like when we do meditation sometimes. I don't know if we haven't done a lot of that here because we go into the gap. But there's another kind of meditation where you hear a noise and you let the noise deepen your experience. So you hear a sensation, you hear the energy of the song or the text or the inspiration, and allow it to come down inside you. We have some really sweet treats. We have Imam Mohammed here from the Gnejo Valley Center, Islamic Center, who's going to open us up with the call to prayer. And our recently ordained cantor, Mark, is going to follow that up with a Jewish chant. All right? So, right? Exactly. We're really excited for you, Mark. It's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So let's do a treatment. So what I know is that there's one life. That life is God. That life comes in many forms and many expressions. Everything that we see contains the spark of divinity within it. And in this moment, in this space, we come to celebrate that divinity within the oneness of life itself, within each and every individual that has come here with their special talents and gifts and skills and abilities, to all celebrate who and what we are. A manifestation of God itself, the unfoldment of the universal intelligence into an experience that gets to ask the questions of the universe. Why are we here? What is this for? What can we do? How can we love? How can we share? Today we share from the heart, we inspire ourselves through the words, and we lift ourselves up in a way that we take this teaching, this experience out into our week, and lighten the load and lift the hearts and minds of others. For we are shards of the divine, sparks of divinity, lights of peace. So we allow it to be, we allow it to unfold perfectly, and so it is. And so it is. Imam Muhammad.
Before I do the call to prayer, the call of prayer, which Muslims call the adhan, I will just share its meaning with you. We start off with the first phrase saying God is the greatest. Second phrase, generally, we are testifying that God is one in nature, God is the Almighty. And of course, we believe in all the prophets, and the final prophet being, of course, the Prophet Muhammad, what we believe in. Another thing we say in Arabic is hasten towards prayer, and also prayer equals success. And that's exactly what I'm getting over here as well. That is prayer that will give us our final success in this world as well as in the future. And as a final point, having this event and having the call of prayer being mentioned is very important, because we are living in some very, very challenging times. And for us to have this type of dialogue, have and be part of the space, shows not only the wonderful reverence, openness, but also creates shared meaning. And this is very, very important in light of the fact that there are approximately over 1.8, and don't get scared of this, by the way, 1.8 billion Muslims, from, you name it, all the way from where I come from, South Africa, all the way to the Far East, etc., etc. So having this call of prayer is important for our development, important for our spirituality, and also important for our interconnectedness. So I'll do the call of prayer, and thereafter, of course, rest assured, I will be seated quietly. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. After this call is done, then there is a phrase that every Muslim reads, and it's something I think we all can take with us, where we say, رَضِيتُ بِاللَّهِ رَبَّا وَبِالْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا. O God, I'm pleased with you, and likewise, O God, I ask you to be pleased with us all as well. Thank you all. God bless. Wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Shalom. Peace. One source, one God, always blessing us. Not a light switch that we turn on and off with prayer. Always blessing us with peace. An ancient Hebrew rabbinical blessing, a contemporary English translation, set inside the magnificent Christian melody, Jewish gospel, Jospel for short. Then just a melody, shalom, and then just a chant and breathing, shalom. Join me at any time, in any way you feel moved, or just receive, shalom. You are blessing and caring for us. You are radiating your energy upon us and befriending us. You are directing your energy toward us and transmitting to us peace, shalom. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmirecha Yeh Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha Yisa Adonai panav 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 elecha v'yasem lecha shalom shalom v'yasem lecha Shalom, 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 shalom. 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 Shalom.
standing on solid ground, oh, on solid ground.
And from our founder, Ernest Holmes. Today I accept this kingdom, which it is the pleasure of the Heavenly Father to give to me, and I accept it in its fullness. Today shall contain joy and happiness. Today shall be filled with peace, and through it all will be running the silent power of spiritual forces, which harmoniously and happily govern my thoughts, decisions, and acceptances, so that everything I do will be done without effort. I lay all weariness aside and accept the life-giving, invigorating, dynamic power of spirit, knowing that it vitalizes every organ of my body. It flows with power and strength and purpose through everything I do, even as it leads me gently down this pathway of life. Today is the day that God has made, and I am glad in it. And when evening comes, the cool shadows of peace shall fall across my pathway still, and the quiet of night shall enter into my soul, while the beatitude of the Spirit flows through me as a river of life.
Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. To be understood, let me show love where there is injury, pardon where there is doubt, faith where there's despair, hope where there is darkness, light, and where there is sadness, joy. Grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it's in dying We are born eternal. We are eternal. We are eternal.
From In Tune with the Infinite, or Fullness of Peace, Power and Plenty, by Ralph Waldo Trine. The Persian sage has said, "Always meet petulance with gentleness, and perverseness with kindness. A gentle hand can lead even an elephant by a hair. Reply to thine enemy with gentleness. Opposition to peace is sin." The Buddhist says, "If a man foolishly does me wrong, I will return him the protection of my ungrudging love. The more evil comes from him, the more good shall go from me." The wise man avenges injuries by benefits, says the Chinese. Return good for evil, overcome anger by love. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love, says the Hindu. The truly wise man or woman will recognize no one as an enemy. Occasionally we hear the expression, "Never mind, I'll get even with him." Will you? And how will you do it? You can do it in one of two ways. You can, as you have in mind, deal with him as he deals or apparently deals with you. Pay him, as we say, in his own coin. If you do this, you will get even with him by sinking yourself to his level, and both of you will suffer by it. Or you can show yourself the larger. You can send him love for hatred, kindness for ill treatment, and so get even with him by raising him to a higher level. But remember that you can never help another without, by that very act, helping yourself. And if forgetful of self, then in most cases the value to you is greater than the service you render another. If you are ready to treat him as he treats you, then you show clearly that there is in you that which draws the hatred and ill treatment to you. You deserve what you're getting and should not complain. Nor would you complain if you were wise. By following the other course, you must effectually accomplish your purpose. You gain a victory for yourself, and at the same time you do a great service for him, for which it is evident he stands greatly in need.
in this holy meditative energy field. I'm going to guide you in a meditation that activates the 4 attributes of the heart center. Keep your eyes closed. This meditation is to generate healing and loving energy for ourself and our planet Earth. It is normal for you to go in and out of hearing my voice. Follow whatever is happening in your imagery. Take deep holy breaths in. As you exhale, begin to sink into your chair even more. Get very comfortable. Soften your belly as you inhale. Let it expand with clean, soothing air. Slowly exhale any remaining resistance. We are all here creating a beautiful energy field, aligning with infinite forces together. Slowing down our brain waves like this puts us in a state of receptivity, healing, wisdom, and openness. Let your body rest and be relaxed even more. I invite you to use your imagination to go on this healing adventure. Imagine you're in a beautiful place in nature, your favorite natural setting. It may be the beach or the mountains or the desert, wherever it may be. Activate inner images. Allow those images to become vivid and alive. Take your time and look around. Notice what you see. Really be in the moment. Just take it all in. Notice what sounds you might be hearing. Perhaps wildlife or water. What is the temperature of the air on your skin? Notice how your feet feel in this beautiful place in nature. What does the air taste like? Walk around or sit down, whichever you prefer. Allow yourself to bask in the beauty of this special place, to be so refreshed. You feel a connection to this place of natural beauty. You belong right here, right now. You are a child of this incredible planet, planet Earth. You are of this nature. Now I want you to imagine that you begin to slowly and safely float above this special place in nature. Slowly continue to float up until you see the aerial view of the place you were just enjoying. You can breathe easily as you continue to float up and up above the country. Use your imagination. You are safe. This is fun. You may be like an astronaut, or have a magic carpet, or a big bunch of balloons. You may even end up sitting on a cloud. Whatever you see fit to remain floating in space. You are floating so far up you can see the wonderment in the beautiful blue planet, planet Earth. Rest in space and feel the love that puts you in a state of awe and reverence. Your heart is tender, Your heart is open. Now I want you to feel the energy of compassion. Compassion for yourself first. Breathe in compassion. Fill yourselves with the energy of tenderness. Let an image or phrase that signifies compassion support your imagery. Maybe you sense or see a color that symbolizes compassion, kindness. Perhaps a memory where you gave or received a deep, loving understanding. Feel your heart swell with compassion and grace. Now direct that compassionate energy to planet Earth. Let compassion blanket this amazing planet. Everyone and everything is bathed in this energy of kindness and empathy. Now we're going to move into the energy of unconditional love, a love like no other. Perhaps a person or image or phrase bubbles up to fill you with the energy of unconditional love. For some, Mother Mary symbolizes unconditional love. You can choose who and what it is for you. Breathe in and feel divine, unconditional love. A love that is unchanging, constant, true. You are still floating in space. You can still see the planet Earth. When you are filled with an abundance of unconditional love, send that energy to Earth. This big, beautiful world is radiating unconditional love. All animals, people, places, things are surrounded by unconditional love. Take a deep, holy breath in as we now move into healing energy. The green healing energy. This planet, just like our bodies, has an innate ability to heal. Breathe in and allow an image or phrase to support your meditation of the healing vibration. Feel the green healing vibration permeating your entire body, your mind, and your spirit. Radiating, permeating your cells, your organs. Everything is immersed in this divine healing power. It flows through your veins. Breathe in the wondrous natural healing energy even more. When you're ready, send that healing energy to the big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth. Know that everyone and everything on this planet is filled with divine healing energy. To the bottoms of the oceans, to the top of the mountains, the deserts are surrounded by green healing energy. Take a deep holy breath in as we move into the last attribute of the heart center, innate harmony. Generate the feeling and energy of innate harmony. Let an image, word, or phrase open you up to innate harmony, a natural balance of ease and flow. I like to imagine everyone in the world holding hands, smiling, hugging, encompassing the outside of the earth. Surround the planet with innate harmony. Such a beautiful celebration. Divine love so pure between individuals and nations a harmony of cultures, spiritual concepts, genders, educational systems, and scientific discovery. We are bound together in unity, all nations, all people, all species, living together in a perfect peace and a perfect harmony. Every person, place, and thing is bathed in light and peace. I believe what we are doing here energetically in this room right now is so powerful, beyond comprehension. It does make a positive difference, more than we will ever know. Give the planet a big hug as you remember one moment of well-being or love. Anchor it in with your body by putting your your thumb and your finger together, or in a prayer position, or smile. Anchor it in with the body, mind, spirit connection. Take a deep, holy breath in. Namaste.
Reverend Stephen and I will be reading the poem Human Family by Maya Angelou, and we will be reading it twice. Human family. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity, and others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse, delight. Brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world. Not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jibe, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. We love and lose in China, we weep on England's moors, and laugh and moan in Guinea, and thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ. In major, we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike.
The human family. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious. Some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity. Others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse, delight. Brown and pink, beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, and not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who are really the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jibe. Lovers think quite different thoughts lying side by side. We love and lose in China. We weep on England's moors, laugh and moan in Guinea, thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In mirror ways we differ. In minor ways we differ. In major, we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike.
I
I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. I salute that source in you. Let us work together for unity and peace. Mohandas Gandhi.
please take a deep breath in and really feel that energy of life inhaling into every cell of our being. And as we slowly exhale, exhale it in such a way that we are giving every healthy, positive, peaceful cell back into the universe. And that our contributions are that of God. Because there is only one mind, and we are all it. And so I'm knowing right now that as we move into this week with this feeling of groundedness and centeredness, with this feeling of wholeness, of love, I am knowing that there is not a season for peace and nonviolence. I know there is only one season, and that is peace and nonviolence. And so as we enter into this place of love and peace, a true abiding peace that moves through each and every one of us, that is always there for us to tap into, I am knowing that we do so in every breath we take and every breath we give. So I give great thanks right here and now for this whole service, for this Taize. I give great thanks for this fabulous choir, for the call to prayer, for the shalom, and for each person that is here right now celebrating peace. And I give great thanks for our new peace pole, knowing that its time has come to show us that we are all one, always and forever. And so it is.